Welcome back to our second podcast of Love Sync. My name is
Mm-hmm.
Patrick, and I'm,
Yeah.
of course, joined with my lovely wife, Christina. And
Hi.
we are going to talk about offline versus online dating.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
so let's start with the fact of how we met. Um, long time ago. No,
I think everybody is already know about that. Yeah. I
not
think. I
not
don't
not not
know.
not the details, you know.
Okay.
So we met at OkCupid. It's an
Yeah.
online dating platform, and the irony is that we were not looking at that time for a relationship. The irony
Mm-hmm.
is that I was not looking because I had just exited a bad relationship,
Oh,
and you were not there because were looking for a relationship because
because I just like have a broken heart from also someone from the Netherlands. Mm-hmm.
and I also
Bule.
and I also believe that you were not looking because you were looking for international friends, and you were
Yeah.
going to travel back to the Netherlands or planning to travel back to the Netherlands.
No, 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 no. It's not traveling back to the Netherlands, but that time me and my friend was planned to go to Italy, a few countries in Europe like Italy, and then move to Prague and to Vienna
Mm-hmm.
and then Frankfurt.
Okay.
So yeah, I do think like, okay, maybe it's good to have someone that can like show us around when we're there, but that's why like okay, just it was for me in the afternoon, I guess. In the afternoon I was with my friend, and then I was wait for my friend at her office, and then just accidentally, okay, I'm just so bored to wait for her, and then I just like swipe, oh, and then oh, okay, and then I see him and
Him is me.
swipe right.
for,
Yes.
for okay, give me a second. I need to
Yeah.
fix. I need to fix my lighting. For the people that are listening right now, we are also recording this on video. We got also a YouTube channel. So give me a second. I need to
he
a little bit
always he
darkness.
always so like that. He is always like
Nope,
so perfectionist.
I'm not a
See?
perfectionist. I just
Yes,
don't.
you are.
I just don't want to blind my poor people on the internet with my whiteness.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
But
so
you're white.
yeah, I know. Um, so you were bored. I was already actually on the app back then. So fast
Yeah,
forwarding
because I
forward,
saw
yeah,
I saw you online that time. I still remember it. I saw you
yeah,
online, and then after a few minutes we match, and then you text me.
yeah, I did. Um, so fast forwarding forward, I think it's like a year later. You told me, like, oh, because of my business, I will be in Frankfurt for a day and then be moving for a weekend and then be moving forward to a different country. And I was like, okay, I will see you. And I remember vividly that you were like, what? What do you mean? So back then I still lived somewhere else in the Netherlands, like more north ish, and I traveled give or take 3 hours or 4 hours to Frankfurt. I remembered vividly, and I'm going to keep it short. But I was supposedly to meet you on Saturday, um,
Yeah.
but I got very well introduced into the highway policy of the Germans. So
There
what
was an
happened?
accident back then.
Yes, what happened was that there was an accident. I came into the traffic jam, and I was just on a spot where there was no internet connection, so I was unable to inform Ina about the given situation. And she thought I skipped or I bailed on her. I remembered you were you were like sad that I didn't show up.
No, no, it's not like that. Like we were like have promised to meet at the Christmas market, right?
Yes, yes, in
Back
Frankfurt.
then, I would stay in my other friend's house in Frankfurt, and then three of us is like went to the Christmas market and where the place we should met,
Hmm.
and then because back then I also don't have the internet. I don't
Yep.
have the internet connection, so I told her. I no, sorry, I told him to text my friend, and then I keep asking my friend that did she sorry. I don't know why I keep calling you she. that
My feminist side.
no, I asked my friends then did Patrick text you, and then he said no. Oh, okay. And then I was a little bit pissed off because maybe he just like lying to me, and then
Hmm.
I tried not to care at all about that, and
But
then
you
okay,
cared. You cared very much.
I
so
was hurt.
so the next day we did meet. Was the spark got over us for us both, and we started our journey in more intimate relationship to get to know each other. We were
No,
serious back
no,
then.
you didn't tell them about the funny thing is that you plan to stay overnight in Frankfurt, right? And then the funny thing is we don't know each other because I didn't give him my friend's address because I don't know also. And then the funny thing is in the next morning you text me that you stay at the hotel nearby the airport,
Hmm.
and then okay, I was just like open the window and then trying to text him, where are you? And then after he explained to me about what happened, so i I forgive him, and then I give him like, okay, can you just come by like at 7 in the morning, remember?
Yes,
7 in the
yes,
morning.
yeah.
And then share my location with him, and then he said like, oh, it's only 4 minutes. So his hotel is like literally behind my friend's house.
Yes.
So he was just like, okay. And then he went to my friend's house, and then, oh shit, I'm not ready. Okay, just like put a
Yeah. So,
he was wait on the in front of the of my friend's house.
not in
Yeah.
front, actually, on the side.
Oh, on the
Uh,
side, yes, on the
yes.
side. On the side.
Um, so we met, and we continued
Mm-hmm.
from that point. 2 years later, we were hit by COVID.
Mm-hmm.
So we had to uh, play false game with the airlines basically because tourism was basically put on hold for everywhere. So I had to buy a business visa to able to travel to Jakarta. It was a whole adventure, but we met. I finally go to Indonesia, and like we said last time in last podcast, is that we got married in 2023, and that's basically in a short few overflight our story in relationship. So, but to go back to the topic at hand, there are many apps when it comes to dating, a lot of apps, and like I said before, we met each other on OkCupid, but you also have Tinder, you also have Bumble, you also have Hinge, you even have
No, no, I don't have Hinge.
no, no, I mean they exist, you know. Um,
Oh, okay.
um, but also, if you are specifically looking for your same gender, You got also like something like Grinder for people that are gay, basically. Um, so, is there a difference when it comes to availability in Indonesia to these
We
apps?
do have a lot. We do have a lot of um, apps to do that, like what you mentioned before.
Mm-hmm.
But also, basically it's like international dating apps. But also we have local dating apps. Like we call it Setipe, but I don't know if it still exists or not. But also like Launch actually. Trust me, I tried everything. Hmm. I also like try. I do have Tinder, OkCupid, the Bumble,
Mm-hmm.
um, Bagel meets coffee or such. I sorry if
most
it's
most likely. I don't know.
yeah.
Um,
So like basically when I so because of my job, I often to go abroad or maybe to go outside the city. I
mhm,
live in Jakarta, so I like maybe have a job in Bali and then in somewhere else.
mhm,
So I often before I met him, I often to like open my online dating and then swipe. Yeah, if it's because I'm not the person and the one night stand. I'm not into the one night stand, so I always put my one night stand no ONS on my profile. So yeah, but basically a lot of us is just like a match, but not continue with chat, or maybe a lot of people really passive.
mhm.
So that's why I find okay Cupid that time. It's not promotion, but why that time I more focus on OkCupid because I can go abroad internationally anywhere because with Tinder I need to pay and I'm not using the pay one.
No,
I'm not using the premium one. Mhm.
in
Only the free things.
she sounds so Dutch already. Um, so, um, on the European side of things is that um, we have a lot of apps. We also have a lot of local apps. I
Mm-hmm.
personally don't remember the local apps anymore. I did try it, but I also the problems and is that it's I'm not so much interested in Europeans. Like,
So
and
you also Bule Hunter
yeah,
or
basically
Asian Hunter.
I'm Asian hunter. Um, but the problem is with the apps that I found, and that's something that OkCupid did not have, is it's really location bound. And when I did, for example, Tinder, I swipe. I only got really in the neighborhood because Tinder and Bumble really look at your location. Okay, how far do you want to look? Like, oh, 30 kilometers, 40 kilometers, 50 kilometers. Okay, Cupid doesn't care. It just gives you your own preferences as to where you want it. So that's my
But it's good for
experience.
someone like me.
Yes, and also for me in this case. Um, so, what are the negative sides? And we have both different experiences on that front.
The negative side.
I mean, I can go first on this side.
Okay.
The first side is like like the negative side of it is people are in this case in my own preference because I'm straight. So I have my preferences set on women. Um, they are on many apps in limit uh, availability because men tend to go more on dating apps than women. At least that is
Mm-hmm.
proven in certain research documents. So it's quite difficult to make a connection or any kind of connection to women on dating apps. Additionally, you have to watch out for women that have wrong intentions. Like, there are some profiles that I had to unmatch because they were like, oh, oh, I like you and this and that. Hey, I need some money. Like, those really exist and really annoying because they, it's only 10 euros. You can miss that. I'm like, yeah, it starts with 10 euros and then eventually it will end with 100 or 200 euros because she wants that back or
Mm-hmm.
she wants some this. I really had some crafty women that were like, oh yeah, I need a subscription to do a video call with you. So can you really, give me some money? It's a benefit for both of us. I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that. Um, so I had to deal with those kind of people, and it really demotivates a person to stay on the online dating apps for that, um, because you're serious on there. The additional point is that women in general also have a distaste or already an image of men on dating apps, which sadly is 80% true. Um, because 80% of the men are perverts. And because of that,
Yeah, that's true.
yeah, because of that, um, the men that want to have a serious look for a woman, make almost no chance because women already prejudge you when matching you and are on edge when it comes to dating online because they are thinking, oh, he's gonna send me some of those nudes or whatever. I'm not
Mm,
interested in that. And we are like, no, we are not like that. I mean, I'm part of the 20% that is normal. that's
yeah,
that's
because
basic.
it's happened to me. It's also
Yeah,
happened to me. Like for my negative side, from my side is because I often got a match and then chat with a man that really dirty,
hmm
have a dirty thought, and then like after like say hi and such, and then the first one, so many men in online dating apps is like very passive. They think they just want to say hi after the girls say hi. So I'm okay with that, but it's not like an Q&A. Well, basically it's more like a Q&A. So that they're really passive, and they, when I ask like, okay, where do you live and then what do you do and such, they just like want to straight to, okay, can we have phone sex? Okay, can I send you nude photos? Can you send me nude photos? Did you interest in like one I sent? Hello, come on, I already put on my profile. No one night stand. Is that not clear? Can you just like read my profile, and after that I like directly unmatch him.
that
So
I think that
I
that
think that's the
I think that counts
hmm
for both sides
yeah,
on this point, but also
yeah.
on the point of not reading the profile. It's like I see a picture,
Hmm.
you are hot, you know, and then automatically match with those people, not reading the intro because a man like I have a lot of that's really bad to say, but a lot of conversations where the I did look at the profile and it standard says, "Do not say hello, how are you, where are you from? Just read my bio." I'm like, that's the introduction, the breaking ice for me. Like, hi, okay, what am I supposed to say? Like, dude, um,
Yeah, sometimes conventional and traditional uh start to chat is a good side. Okay,
yeah,
like
um,
I mean, not everyone can start. directly with something.
Mm-hmm.
So hi, what like okay, what your name is maybe not that great for start, but like hi, hello, how are you? It's a good start for me because I'm a little bit very conventional, so I think it's a good uh s- conversation, start conversation.
Mm-hmm. What is the positive sides of online dating, in your opinion?
Mm, the positive thing is because I cannot find someone's around me that can match with me. So I got the idea, oh, maybe my soulmate, my man is not is not coming from my around me, from my neighborhood, from like people around me, my friends or whatsoever. Because sometimes people, yeah, maybe you can go to go to somewhere, to a place that maybe like church or maybe school or maybe like random place to find a man. But I'm
Mm-hmm.
not the clubbing girls, I'm not the party girl, so I cannot go to that place to find a man. And it's not like a man that I can find in the street. So hey, I like you, so just be my boyfriend. It's not something like that. So
It's also a
I,
cultural
I'm also.
bound if you think about it. So,
Mhm.
um, I mean, the positive side for me is, like you said, it's worldwide availability. Your pool of
Yeah.
availability goes up, basically.
Mhm.
Um, and
You level up the chance to find
yes,
someone. Yeah.
yes, it has a lot of negative sides, but if you cut down the amount of forest, so fictional speak in that way. I'm not cutting forests, just saying. Um, but to get that one tree that you want, it is worth it. Um, the additional point for me is like one is worldwide, and you have a better chance to get a match. Your um, in traditional dating, offline dating, um, you're 3 months further or 4 months further before you're like, where the hell did I start at? Like that's my experience. Like I was in various relationships, and in the relationship you get to know the person a lot, more than you think. And I think in my experience, online dating, you get to learn a person better and quicker online than you do offline, because offline people are reserved, people are withdrawn with showing who the hell they are. um, so that's my experience, because in a way people feel like there's a screen between us that keeps my that gives me the comfortable feeling of being open to you, than they are when you meet them in real. Because I remember very good when we met both for the first time. We didn't talk as much as we did offline, of online. I mean, so yeah, that's the difference for me. You feel more comfortable online than offline. I think it's also a very good solution for people that are very introvert, um, because extrovert will find it difficult to go online dating. Um, my foot. Oh, what? Really?
No, it's back to nowhere. Normal.
Okay, so no idea why that happened. My I got the notification that my voice got bad, so no idea. Um, yes, so that to go back on the topic at hand, um, which is actually going to the next basically question: what is better, offline or
Hmm.
online dating?
Hmm. Both is have a good side and bad side, I think. Like, but so I cannot choose.
in my opinion, like I already convinced, basically, you could hear in my statement, online dating is much better for me, because if I do offline meeting, I'm very limited to my choices. If I might be crude in wording, but also I'm not really that kind of person that goes to a woman and say, "Hey, you look cute. Can I date you?" Like that is
Yeah,
not
yeah,
me.
same with me.
That's not how I am. And honestly, in the current generation, in the current time, you cannot do that as a man, because if you do that, women automatically see this. Oh, this is sexual harassment. Please stop. You know, and you may laugh. She might laugh right now, but it is an ongoing issue right now in Europe at the moment, because men just automatically don't approach a woman anymore because they are afraid of, oh gosh, I'm getting sued for something, or because their attention is,
Is it?
yeah, it is really an issue here at the moment. So
Well, in here, there are still a few men that doing that,
mm,
but I mean, in a different approach and more like, yeah, in a good way. I mean, like, say hi, like introduce themselves and such. It's,
yeah,
still in the good corridor, because if it's not, then it, yeah, same like you, like you said, that it will be like, tend to more a sexual harassment and such.
yeah,
So, but there's still a lot of people that doing the conventional introduction to each other. But I think it's still, because
I
in Indonesia,
mhm,
factly, the fact is, the online dating, it's still have, people, a lot of people still think that it have a lot of bad side and a good side. So they're think that, oh, you find someone from online dating, are you sure that that they are serious with you or such? So, they tend to think the couple that met from from the online dating is not looking for a serious relationship.
yeah,
So they still not believing in online dating.
yeah. Um, like I said, it is also cultural bound, really. If
Hmm.
offline dating or online dating is a blasphemy or not. But it is really a growing thing here in Europe. Online dating,
Hmm.
it's pretty much going good. Um, so to round it up,
For us, it's a blessing, yeah.
yeah, to round it up, we have maybe some tips and tricks that we learned from it. Um, do you have any, or do you want me to go first?
Hmm. The tips and trick. Find a man that looking good, not only looking handsome, but also looking nice, looking, um, warm,
Yeah.
and then
So,
not, yeah.
so
What?
I think the tip there is that a profile picture does not say anything about the person, in my opinion.
That's just the first step. It's just
Yeah.
the first step to recognize you want to swipe it or not, because,
Mm-hmm.
uh maybe I cannot say for the whole women, yeah, because I'm saying for myself,
Yeah.
because I'm not into men that really show off their muscle, like, or maybe looking with the branded things,
Mm.
showing they're rich,
You don't have to
and
worry about
then
that with me.
such. No, 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 because, oh, back then your profile picture is really young, looking so young, like, oh, okay, that's cute. So back then, yeah, he didn't wear any, not wear anything, not naked. I mean, like, not using a branded thing, just sit and then, doing something, not doing something like this, not doing something like this. No,
No
it's just like a
signs, no.
really cool. Yeah, no, so I just sit cool, and then looking so warm, and then, oh, I found it, oh, that's cute, so I swap it. But I'm not into a man that showing muscle, and
Yeah, yeah.
then with the car. branded things or a cat. I don't.
I think I did have a picture of back then Sky, my dog, by the way. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so from my side, that would be paid versus free subscriptions. In my opinion, and I think Christina already pointed it out, is free is better. And it's not because, in my opinion, you get no real advantages from paid, and every
Mm-hmm.
dating app company is going to be mad at me because I'm basically kicking down their paid system. Um, but I actually tried paid for a trial, and I didn't get
Mm-hmm.
any. I didn't see the difference because yes, I could see. Oh, you swiped to right, you swiped to left, you ignored me. I'm not seeing. You have viewed my profile. Like, I don't see the advantage of that. Really, I don't. Because if you're interested in me, you would have swiped to right and taken me as a match. What advantage do I have to see who checked my profile? Um, so I really advocate for free profiles. It's a little bit
Maybe
difficult.
maybe try it first.
Yeah,
Maybe I will try it with free one if you're like really comfortable with it and you want to go on subscription for a
hmm
premium member, you can. But in
yes,
here, Patrick just say in his case,
yes. My
he didn't get
experience.
anything.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
On his,
and the
I
second
never, for me, I never put a subscription.
and the
I always go
second
for a free one.
yeah,
Yeah.
the last tip before we closing off is meet a person in real when you are comfortable with that. And what I mean with that is, do not go to swipe someone and he's like, oh, you look hot, and oh, I want to smudge your face or something like that. If you do not know the intent of the person or how he is as a personality, or what characteristics he has, do not go and meet the person in real life. You do not know him yet. So my advice would be wait a month and chat with each other, video call with each other, whatever you like is comfortable with you, and then try it. If you want to do it faster, do it at least 2 or 3 weeks, but make sure you know the person before, because there are people out there, sadly enough, that have wrong intentions and that are profiling for themselves as something else. Like in my experience, or general experience, is if someone says like, yeah, Christina earlier said, like showing the image, like seeing the person. I always ask in a chat, and I think I also ask Ina about that. Can you show me a picture of how you look right now? Um, it's different than your profile picture, and then you like, okay, I can connect. I can see this is a real person. Because there are people that are like generally giving something else. Like, oh no, no, I cannot show you no right now. And if they keep avoiding the general question of, yo, can you give me a selfie? Um, then they are impersonating someone, or they are showing something that they are not comfortable with, like having wrong intentions. It's also possible there is a small percentage that they are really uncomfortable sharing their picture in the first place. That's a possibility, but I guess that is up to your own judgment to say, okay, you're fake or you're not fake, or you know, you, but be careful
Yeah,
with the
because
people
yeah,
online.
because sometimes people just also using like a random profile picture from internet,
Yeah.
from Google, and they put it on the online dating app. So they
Yes.
just like trying to get to do a scam.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's better for you guys to be careful on that, and then keep your chat still on the platform first. Don't rush to move it to WhatsApp or whatever in the outside from the app. So after a month or maybe 2 months, or maybe when you guys sure that he's the real one, he's the real person, then you can like, okay, we can move, we can talk, we can chat. And then sometimes people just too in rush. Oh, they love me, so they have intention, a good intention to me. Don't make a rush decision into that point, because you never met them yet.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
And yeah, that's why it took me and Patrick like more than a month before we call each other, right? We decided to call each other and move to WhatsApp.
Yeah.
So before that, we kept uh chat
Yeah.
through platform.
To the
And
platform,
then
yes,
after
and
I, yeah,
yeah, don't share personal information too quickly, because
yeah,
I really
yeah,
had chat, and I'm really surprised about that. That people were like, "Oh, I'm not going to chat so long on this app because it doesn't work so much for me. Here's my phone number." I'm like, "Are you serious right now?"
yeah.
So yeah, that's really my tip, and I really want to close off, well, because we are way over our time. So I do want to thank you for listening, and hopefully we will see you in the next podcast. Thanks for listening.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you for listening to our podcast. We hope you enjoy it. So if you have any question or share to your experience, feel free to leave it behind in the comment. See you and doei!